Multiplying by halving and doubling. If you were given the question, what is 546 times 25? Now, of course, the beauty with maths is there's many ways to do it. Here you could have split your 25 into 20 and 5, multiplied your number by 20, then by 5 and add them together. But when I see this, I automatically think an easier way would be if I doubled my 25 and halved my 546. I would still get the same answer. And to prove that, I'll use much smaller numbers to make my point. If I were asked what's 6 times 5, and of course you know the answer to that, 6 times 5, which is 30. Look what happens if I halve one and double the other. If I halve my 6 to 3, and I double my 5 to 10, I get the same answer. Just, you know, a scientist must always use more than one example, so to prove I'm right, let's say you had 8 times 10. You know 8 times 10 is 80. Let's half and double. If I half my 8, I get 4. If I double my 10, I get 20. 4 times 20 is 80. Or if I'd halved my 10, which is 5, and doubled my 8, which is 16, 5 times 16 is 80. So in multiplying, if you halve one and double the other, then multiply, you'll still get the same answer. So back to my original question. 146 times 25. Right, well the most natural way to half and double here would be to double my 25 to 50 and half my 546. Doubling 25 gives me 50, and then dividing here by 2, 2 goes into 5 twice, remainder 1, 2 into 14 is 7, 2 into 6 is 3. So my answer to these two would be exactly the same, but I think this is easier to work out than that. So now I'm going to use my last video about factorisation. I'm going to do the following. 273 times 50. When we times by 50, we put a 0 down first, then times by the 5. 5 times 3, 5 times 7, 5 times 2. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 7 is 35, and the 1 is 36. 5 times 2 is 10, add the 3 is 13. So 273 times 50 is 13,650. To prove I'm right, I'll just quickly here do times 25 and do it in the partitioning way, which you can learn about in another video. 5 times 6 is 30, 5 4s are 20 and 3 is 23, 5 5s are 25, 2 is 27. Now I'm multiplying by 20, so I put my 0 down and multiply by 2. 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8 and 1 is 9, 2 5s are 10. Then we add those together, 0, 5, 16, 3, 1. 13,650. They are equal. So always when you're looking at multiplying by double digits, if you're able to half and double, that's a good technique to have.